Chariot, and this will be your timeless general read. So whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I say timeless, although it is Halloween themed over here since we are in the month of October. Excuse my dog. I will be using a couple new tarot decks. I'm using the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, and we'll be clarifying with the Disney Villains Tarot, which I'm super excited about for that. This will be for anyone with a Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. I am still doing the giveaways, y'all. I announced my first winner. Congrats to Jonah Lynn. I also did a runner-up this time for Aquarius Star 76. So if you happen to catch this video, feel free to shoot me an email. It's just cosmicmirrortarot@gmail.com, and I will send you your money. But Jonah Lynn, congrats on your win. In order to qualify for the giveaway, y'all, all you have to do is like and leave a comment in the comment section below, and then at the end of every month I'll take all the names of the people who have commented, put in a nice little name generator on Google, and pick the winner. What else do I want to say? Oh, for those who do not win the monthly giveaways, you will qualify for a quarterly giveaway of $250. That will be, the first one will be announced on December 15th. And yeah, so go ahead and like and leave a comment below. I love feedback, so any feedback y'all have, I will take. All right. With that being said, let's go ahead and get kicked off into your reading. I think I'm going to do the traditional Celtic cross. I kind of missed the Celtic cross, so we'll see. Only taking these in the uprights, spirit in the vibe, so let me know if anything has a negative aspect, okay? All right, let's not dilly nor dally anymore. Let's go ahead, get started with your reading, Cancer. All right, so to start, your overall energy is death. Love to see it. We're in the month of Scorpio. It's all about death and transformation. The energies right now, the veil is thin and getting thinner as we approach Halloween. It's crossed by the Seven of Presents, which is the Seven of Pentacles. Divine influence is the Hanged Man. Most recent past is the Ace of Potions or the Ace of Cups. Your subconscious is Judgments. Outcome is, or sorry, your future position is Temperance. Your current energies is the Six of Potions or the Six of Cups. Environment is the Seven of Potions or the Seven of Cups. Your hopes and your fears is the World. Love to see it. And your future position is the Devil, which came out in the reverse. We'll see if that Devil needs to stay in the reverse, but love to see it. First, I want to point out how lovely these cards are. They are just so colorful and so great. I personally love The Nightmare Before Christmas. It is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love this time of year because they'll play it all, until Christmas time, basically, which makes me super duper happy. All right, so to start, Cancer, you're working on a major transformation. Although this death card is pretty dark, most of these cards are actually pretty dark. It being the Nightmare Before Christmas, that's the whole point of it. Really, what I still love is that there is the full moon in the back. So there is still some light, there is illumination, something is being, and I'm hearing something is being illuminated to help you move on. The Seven of Presents or the Seven of Pentacles, what I love about this card, is how bright and how colorful it is. The traditional Rider-Waite Seven of Pentacles, it's someone who is kind of head down working. This is more, it's giving me more a gift from the divine. It's crossing your energy of death, which means, it's either hurting or harming at this time. And I would say anything that comes from the divine is definitely helpful, right? But you're being gifted something at this time to help you move on, to help with your transformation. I also say that because your overall influence is the or your divine influence, excuse me, is the Hanged Man. This is all about sacrifice. So you may be sacrificing something right now. I'm getting the vibe of someone who is in master manifestation mode. If you're trying to manifest something, it is always a good thing to start with some sort of sacrifice petition. Just generally, like for example, I am currently on a not eating beef for the next, I gave it up for 50 days. I'm also doing a Kabbalah ritual for 50 days as well. And I think Spirit has called me to say that because when you're trying to manifest something, it is always, always a good idea to give up something as a sacrifice to Spirit to help you along the way. So I love to see this as your divine influence. It tells me that there is something that you're thinking about giving up. I'm also hearing someone who maybe their finances, and I mean, we don't really see, there's a lot of water and major arcana here. There's not so much pentacles, but your pentacles are crossing. That's what the Seven of Pentacles or the Seven of Presents is. So your pentacles are crossing your current transformation. So this might just be a time, Cancer, where you're heavily thinking about your pentacles and you're really thinking, okay, what can I cut out of my budget right now, right? Like what is absolutely necessary? Like think needs versus want. I'm getting all of that off of this Hangman energy very strongly, which I love to see. In your most recent past, you have the Ace of Potions. Love to see it. This is really the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups to me is all about self-love and appreciation. It could be new love, but given all the major arcana that's here on the table, I'm getting more, and it being next to this Death card, I'm getting more of self-love vibes, learning to stand in your power, to give your cup of love to yourself, and be very strategic. And I'm hearing very emotionally balanced, coming to terms with your emotions. Your and this Ace of Cups is actually pinging off of this Temperance, which is in your outcome, which I will get there in a second. Your subconscious is on Judgment. This is an awakening. For me, in this card, it is Santa Claus's list, which is, you know, him making the list, checking it twice, trying to make the decision on who's naughty or nice, right? But really, I'm getting more of an awakening off of this Judgment card. I'm also hearing trying to make really good decisions. It's pinging off of the Death and the this Hangman card. So again, you could very well be in this sacrifice mindset, really thinking about your pentacles, really thinking about the decisions that you make around your pentacles at this time, and maybe even gearing up for Christmas, right? I mean, because it is right around the corner. In your outcome, you have Temperance. What I love about this card, it's Sally, you know, mixing together some stuff in a nice little cauldron there. It's supposed to represent, it's still representative of the traditional tarot and the mixing of light and dark, of water and fire, of physical and emotional energies, right? And that's really what she's putting together here. This is supposed to represent the scene where she makes her little concoction that she gives to Jack when she finally decides, you know, she's going to step out there and let him know how she feels. So I'm getting a little bit of that off of this Temperance card. Like you're really thinking about, I'm hearing transforming your body in addition to your emotions. So you may really be thinking about eating healthy at this time, working out, you know, something of that nature, in an attempt to, you know, maybe get back out there, right? You have the Ace of Cups here on the table with a lot of major arcana. So if there ever was a time to do it and get back out there, for my single Cancerians out there, now is the time, is basically what I'm hearing. Love to see it. Your current attitude and environment are 2 cup cards. They're 2 consecutive cup cards, which I want to throw out there. the Six of Cups and the Seven of, or the Six of Potions and the Seven of Potions. The Six of Cups and the Seven of Cups, traditionally in the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Six of Cups is all about childhood memories and stuff like that. Honestly, I'm not really getting that off of this. If anything, I'm getting a natural progression in your emotions, growing, maturing. It's interesting because the Six of Potions looks almost, it's darker than the Seven of Potions, which is also giving me a progression, right? And think kind of a newbie witch or something like that, Sally in the beginning, mixing up potions, and maybe in the beginning it didn't come out right, but you're moving towards, I'm hearing calmer waters, which is weird because that's normally my Six of Swords card. But your emotions are moving to a calmer place. It's starting to brighten up. You're starting to master your feelings, is what I'm getting off of this 6 and 7 of potions here together. But we'll clarify those and see what comes out. Your hopes and your fears of the world, and your future position of the Devil in the reverse. You're hoping to complete a cycle. You really are. There is some fear there. I think you recognize that, the Devil in reverse is all about, recognizing your own devils and what keeps you stuck. And learning and working on getting unchained from whatever those inner demons are, right? That's all scary stuff, okay? That's heavy, scary stuff. I will tell you, as I record this, the energies are absolutely behind you. Again, as we come up on Scorpio season, which is all about death and rebirth. We're also coming up on eclipse season, which is also about death and transformation and rebirth. Although I love to see this world card in your hopes and your fears, I'm not going to lie, I am getting a little heebie-jeebies or oogie boogie, since the oogie boogie man is the outcome or the future position here. So yeah, let's go ahead and start clarifying and see what we can get on these. Again, I'm using the Disney villains to clarify these, and we'll only take them in the upright, and we'll see how this goes, okay? I want to start with this 7 of Presents. I'm very curious on specifically what some of y'all are working on. Get something on this Hangman. We'll do all the major arcanas. How about that? Okay, which you have a good amount of major arcana here, which to me is beautiful. That means that this period that you're currently in, Cancer, is fated and destined for you. You're moving towards something great. You're moving to a better version of yourself, and I'm hearing, I think, higher and lower self-integration. But let's see specifically what Spirit wants you focused on in regards to your transformation and this sacrifice that they're asking you to make. They told me 2 more shuffles, and then we'll take off the top, all right? Sorry, these cards are adorable. I can't get over how cute they are. It was a good buy. I highly recommend if you want your own tarot cards. All right. Alright, so to start, crossing or clarifying the 7 of Presents and Death is the King of Cups, which here is Captain Hook. He did come out in the reverse, but we'll see what else comes out. The 2 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. What's interesting is, and the Queen of Swords is coming up as Cinderella's mother. I can't think of what her name is actually, but that's what she looks like. This King of Cups is pinging off of this 6 and 7 of Potions that's here. And the Queen of Swords is pinging off of Judgment. You really are, again, remember I said that I was getting someone who is trying to control or come to terms with some emotional heaviness. The King of Cups reverse is emotional manipulation. The Two of Wands, I believe it was it the Two of Wands? Yeah, the Two of Wands is all about looking out to make a decision that is future looking, and the Queen of Swords is all about cutting off energy. She plays absolutely no games when it comes to her mental health and her peace, right? Because swords are mental. And so I'm really getting a sense here of someone who maybe over the last couple of months, especially with all the energies we have and Uranus and Taurus and that kind of North Node conjunction that we keep running up against here, you might have been feeling like a lot has came up emotionally for you, Cancer. And so where you are right now is trying to filter through the waters and the noise, and really work on clearing some of that stuff and ensuring that the judgments that you make, okay, because we have the judgment here in your subconscious, the judgment and the decisions that you make aren't based on past trauma, past hurt, right? We think Two of Wands, we are tunnel vision focused, thinking about our future, right? So we don't want any of that past energy to step in and knock us off our game, right? That's what I'm getting off of that. So I feel like what Spirit wants you to work on at this time is to continue to monitor your thoughts and your emotions. Do it with grace, as I always say, especially when you're dealing with heavy energies, right? Like abandonment wounds or traumas, PTSD, all that kind of stuff. Be cognizant of, you have to be gentle with yourself. You didn't know what you didn't know in the past, right? Now you're giving me energies and the support from the universe to move forward. So let's try not to be too judgy-wudgy about our past self. All right, clarifying the Hanged Man. Oh, there are two cards stuck together. You have the Knight of Cups reverse, which is Gaston. You have Gaston in the reverse with the Ace of Wands. You might just be sacrificing sexy time at this time, or just love. I mean, Gaston in reverse. Gaston already is kind of creepy on his own, right? Not kind of. He definitely was. I mean, he tried to have Belle's dad committed. Like, that's next level manipulation there. So him being in reverse is kind of like, definitely don't take that love off her, sis. Next to this Ace of Wands, it's giving me, you know what it's giving me? It's like you've gone internal. You've gone into your shell, Cancer. And you're more focused on your own passions, your own creativity, your own livelihood. You're really not concerned with external at this time, which I love. I love that for you, Cancer. And so the sacrifices that you may be making at this time could be around social activities, eating out, I'm hearing, you know, just being out there in the streets. You're just not doing that. Here's the thing. This is the time to do that. I will say, as a warning, and as a Cancerian, I am a sun sign Cancer. My Venus is also in Cancer as well. Try not to get too closed off. I know we have a tendency to do that, especially when we are going through something. It is just our natural. We go into our shells, and that's our little protective bubble. I feel like this Ace of Wands is here to remind you every once in a while, even though you are healing, it is okay to still have fun, Cancer. All right, now, not with Gaston's, okay, but you know, dating, you know, going out with your friends, having a little bit more girl time, guy time, or bro time, you know, because there's no gender in tarot. But find the passion. Find some sort of passion in your life. And make sure that you have some sort of creative outlet, and you're not just, you know, in your house, you know, in your shell, basically. Okay, so clarifying, I think I want to get something on Temperance. Clarifying Temperance, we have the Tower, the King of Wands, which is Jafar, and Death in the reverse, which is Hades from Hercules, which of course he would be death, right? He is the god of death. What I find interesting is you have, okay, again, Holy Major Arcana. I want to throw that out there. But again, like with Gaston and the Ace of Wands, I was kind of getting that maybe at this time you're looking to not necessarily date, or you're cutting out toxic, partners, or, getting very clear on what you know and you deserve, right, in your love life. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of getting that off of the King of Wands and this Death in reverse. There may be a person in your life who represents a King of Wands and the King of Wands can really be, this is someone who's very charismatic, very flirty, very convincing. With Jafar was very, very convincing, right? Especially with the Sultan, specifically around his staff, which you have here on the board. And it's giving me phallic, I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I'm almost getting a sense here of someone who's saying, you know what, I don't think I'm gonna date for a while. If this is representative of a person, I feel like there's a little bit of an omen here, a little bit of a warning that this whole situation will not change. You have transformation in coming up for you, whereas this person does not, if it's representative of the King of Wands, which is an Aries, Leo, or Sag, possibly in your life, but it doesn't have to be. Like I said, it could just be a very charismatic, charming, very attractive person in your life. Maybe you've been going back and forth with. Spirit is adamant that this is not going to change. There is some sort of tower here. Temperance with the tower and Judgment, though, gives me an actual awakening. Taurus also got this. And you may have Taurus in your chart somewhere, like I have Taurus as my north node. So of course I am also going through a lot of transformations this year. This year has been a doozy for me. But so kind of look to see what sign Uranus was in your birth chart, as well as where Taurus may sit within your chart. Because Taurus also got a little bit of this like dark night of the soul vibes. I'm not getting that for you. I'm getting more of an emotional awakening, an awareness of who you are and what you deserve is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's see. Spirit, can you give me something on, I want to get something on both this Six of Potions and he wanted to come out. And the Seven of Potions. So we have the Four of Swords, which is a Scar, and the Hanged Man reversed, basically. Which I can't remember what the snake's name was in Jungle Book. Let's see, Three of Wands, Six of Wands, Knight of Swords reversed, and the Three of Swords. I'm not gonna lie, Cancer, I'm getting a sense here that what you have been dealing with surrounding your emotions was around heartbreak, feeling like you just weren't getting the attention or the accolades or even the success that you deserve. I'm almost getting a feeling here of someone who put a lot of energy into something and feels like that they just weren't getting what they were getting back, just did not match. Think Seven of Pentacles, right? And so all those emotions have came up for you over this they're telling me this last year even. And then they're showing me the Temperance card, which is all, Temperance is really about being patient, right? But I feel like all the cards that are clarifying the Seven of Cups and the Six of Cups are what emotionally you have had to, or you are currently having to filter out, to wade through the waters, right? Having a fixed perspective on something, and it could have been love. This Hangman upright is pinging off of the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So maybe having a fixed perspective in love, right? Do you believe that love is hard, right? Do you believe that all relationships are hard? Do you believe that in order for someone to prove their love for you, they have to sacrifice, or that you have to sacrifice as proof of love? Like, I'm getting a lot of that. Like, whatever your internal stories are that you tell yourself around love, it's all been flared up at this time, and Spirit is having you wade through that water. Okay? And I'm saying water because it's the Seven and the Six of Cups, but also those are our emotions, right? And also our subconscious. Water to me also is representative of the subconscious. Now, there's also something here about being angry over a heartbreak. You have the Knight of Swords reverse and the Three of Swords. That's heavy stuff, Cancer. So if you're also trying to think about or reimagine your story around love, excuse me, if you're trying to reimagine your story around love and also deal with the heartbreak, this makes sense to me why I was getting that kind of closed off in my shell energy, and Spirit was asking you to kind of step outside of that, because that's some heavy stuff. Spirit, can you give me something on the World and the Oogie Boogie Man, the Devil in the reverse? So we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I will say now we have a decent amount of repeating cards, but it's almost as if when I first pulled the card, it was in the upright, and now as I'm clarifying, they're in the reverse, which tells me, again, going back to that Temperance, you're still trying to balance everything out. And I'm also hearing you're still weighing your options. The thing about sword energy is it's all mental, right? And both the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords are kind of like trapped mental energies with this Judgment in the reverse that's feeling like you're in the dark. You can't make very good decisions. This is all clarifying the Devil in the reverse, which, remember I said this, the Devil in reverse is all about the ways in which we self-sabotage, or the ways in which we keep ourselves changed to the devil is more important, or is more of the focus than like being bound to someone else, if that makes any sense. And again, I'm just getting the sense here of someone who is really thinking about, how does my view on love, on money, on my mental health and my abilities, my want for admiration and success, how do all of those things keep me trapped? Like, am I being too rigid in my ask of the universe, or my ask of myself, right? Am I keeping myself stuck by aiming for perfectionism, or having a perfectionist mindset, or what's the word I'm looking for? Am I keeping myself stuck with how I look at love and what I'm willing to accept? Okay? And I think these are all really good questions to be asking yourself, Cancer. Again, with all the major arcana that you have here, there's definitely an opportunity for you to get these answers by going within. I'm actually surprised that the Hermit isn't here. We do have the Tower on the table, so typically the Tower doesn't even allow you to go in, right? The Tower with Judgment is just a major awakening, okay? So I'm not gonna lie, Cancer, I'm getting a sense here of someone who is really having an awakening of the self. And what they're, and trying to balance out what's really important versus what isn't. What does my goals match my reality, right? Am I being too restricting in a certain aspect of my life and maybe too frivolous, and you know, maybe I need to pull the reins in another side of my life. Like, I'm getting this juxtaposition of personality exploration that I love, okay, from this table. I feel complete in that. What I'm going to do is I am going to pull, they're actually calling me to pull the Egyptian gods for y'all. So we'll pull one of those, we'll read from the book, and then we'll go ahead and close out your reading. Just want to make sure that I don't get the cards confused because they're all so colorful and different. So I want to make sure I put them back in their respective boxes. But alright, let's see. Did I pull out? I pulled them out already. Okay, Cancer. Spirit, can you give me... They're telling me just one card. And we will read from the book. Spirit, what divine messages do you have for Cancer at this time? You have Kansu, Hermitage. Ooh, what number is that? It's number 20. The number 2 boils down to decisions, right? Can I get this open? So let's see what Spirit has to say about the god Kansu, which is number 20. All right, listen, he's the god of the moon, okay, which is the Cancerian card, so it's perfect that he came out. It says, God of the moon, time and knowledge. His name means traveler, the wanderer. Kansu is the admiral of human destinies. He is depicted as a mummified young child. He represents the synthesis of the beauty of youth, the archetype of youthful amazement and spontaneity. Like other child deities, he symbolizes the potential that lies in all of us. Be open to new ideas and be brave and bold in facing up to the unknown that presents itself to you. Possibility of journeys that take you away from your comfort zone. In love, you may experience new favorable beginnings. Love that. I will tell you, as I was reading that, all I kept feeling was that Tower and that Ace of Wands energy that you had. The Tower being in your outcome, the Ace of Wands as your divine influence. Remember, I said it is okay to go into your shell, Cancer, but get out there, have some fun, be creative, be brave, be bold. We also did see the King of Wands there, so I definitely see that for you. Alright, that's all that I have for y'all. I hope this video resonated. If it did, just give it a like, and leave a comment below if you would like to qualify for the giveaway. Alright, I will catch you guys next week. Have a good day. Bye.